Hey guys, so what we got here is the GoPro Hero 3 Silver Edition. Now, I originally got the white edition, and I thought that was going to be enough. I didn't really do my homework, so I'm going to try and help you guys save a little time, maybe money, and a little headache of having to box your white edition back up and taking it back to the store. So this GoPro Silver Edition is a lot better for a lot of different reasons, but the number one reason for anyone that's into video and they like to have some flexibility, the Silver Edition actually has ultra wide, medium, and narrow in the 1080p selection here. You also get 30, 25, and 24 frames per second settings. With the white edition, you only get 30 frames per second, and you only get the medium field of view for 1080p. Well, I don't like being restricted all that much, so I decided to go back and pick up the Silver Edition. And the Silver Edition, I believe, is probably the best one out of all three versions. The black version, or the black edition, actually comes with a little bit more resolution. It comes in 4K, which is amazing, but yeah, I believe it only gets about 12 frames per second. For me, that's just not usable yet, so maybe they'll bump that up in perhaps a firmware update or something like that. That would make it worth it, but until they do that, I'm just not sold on it yet. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox this thing. I'm going to take the sleeve and stuff off first, and then I'm going to cut back into the video because this thing is a real pain in the ass to get off. So give me just a second. Alright, so got this sleeve off. It's held on by these two pieces of sticky tape, so they're pretty hard to get off. When you finally do get the sleeve off, you'll have just a black box, as you can see here. We also have this sticky tape that's going around the edges here. So let's go ahead and pull this off. Alright, now you're just left with basically the black box with the glass case on top, which basically now the glass case just completely slides off here. And there is the GoPro. Just the camera's smidge here. Now, this is the Hero 3. The Hero 3 is the latest iteration of GoPro's high-performance action cam line. Like I said, this is the Silver Edition, so this has a lot more functionality, although the actual form factor, the size, the weight, and everything else is exactly the same. Everything that they are charging extra for is all hardware-based. So, or software based, I should say. Everything as far as the hardware is concerned is exactly the same. You do get one extra mount in the Silver Edition than you do over the White Edition. You get the three-way pivot arm that comes with it. The White Edition does not come with that. Okay, so first thing you got to do here is you got to unscrew this and pull these two tabs together. Let me do this. See if I can do it without shooting it across the room. So there you go. That is the Hero 3. Once you actually get it off out of the packaging, you can then take the screw all the way out, and as you can see here, this little foot pops right off. You will keep this for sure. You want to keep this. This is not just packaging, so you're definitely going to keep this, and you're going to want to keep your screw nail knob. This piece that falls off, as you see, it says remove, so you can easily just toss that out. Now all you're left here is with is your waterproof housing, and the GoPro is inside. Now, to get this thing open, there is a little latch right here on top that you have to pull over to the side and then lift up on the front. And then you crack the shell open. It's a little hard to do when you first get it. And that is the Hero 3 all by itself, no housing whatsoever. So as you see here, we've got your this is your mode button and your record button. Mode button, record button. You've got a couple of little LEDs here on the front. The top one, I believe, is your Wi-Fi indicator. It'll be blue, and the bottom one is the record indicator, which is red when you're recording. You also have another LED indicator light right here by your record button. That lets you know that you're recording. There's another LED back here by your this is basically your backpack accessory port here. This allows you to put like a little touch screen on the back, an extra bigger battery on the back. So it's basically like an auxiliary port for accessories. But this is another LED to let you know that you're recording. So no matter which angle you're holding this thing from, you've got an LED somewhere. There's another LED down here to let you know that you're recording. Okay, so this is your battery unlock, and this is your battery door. Your battery fits in here. You get a 10 or 100 and 1050 mAh battery. This is your speaker. These three little dots here on the top. This is your Wi-Fi button right here on the side. The lens, it doesn't look like much. I got to be honest. When I first opened it up, I was a little underwhelmed. I gotta be honest. But when you see the video and stuff that comes out of this little machine, it's pretty amazing. So here is your door cover. So what you do is you just pop that off. And so you've got your mini HDMI port, you've got your mini USB port, and you've got your micro SD card slot. So in order to make this thing smaller and lighter, what they had to do is get rid of the SD card slot and now go with micro SD card slot. But there are a lot of SD card slot providers out there that will give you plenty of speed, plenty of power to record extremely high bitrate video. And this thing will do it as well. So that is the Hero 3. Let me put the cover back on here. So it's a nice little box. I love the look and the design. It's very light, very light. It's almost unnoticeable, really. According to the box, it says here that the camera with the battery is 2.61 ounces or 74 grams. Comparing that to my Nikon D7000, that is extremely light. So it does have built-in Wi-Fi, and it is Wi-Fi remote and app ready. I was playing around with the app last night. That is a little disappointing. I was hoping to get a live preview, but I was unable to get it. I don't know if they need to update the app or what, but this particular model has an 11 megapixel image sensor. The white version only has a 5 megapixel sensor, so it's not very good. And honestly, I can't remember what the black version has. I believe it's like a 15, 16 megapixel sensor. It's got the ultra wide angle spherical lens. This also has the enhanced audio performance, micro HDMI port, supports micro SD cards up to 64 gigabytes, has the USB port, and has a port for optional accessories, including a 3.5 millimeter stereo mic adapter, which even I would be interested in, a composite AV adapter as well. So this thing is a pretty capable little machine. I'm going to show you what's inside the rest of the box here. Okay. A warning card. There is a software update that's required if you're using your Hero 3 camera with the LCD Touch backpack. So make sure that you go to GoPro.com and do an update as soon as you get it all unpacked and interesting. Let's see. Yeah, just letting you know that you need to do an update. You have to actually download the GoPro user manual. It'll be in PDF format. You can download it on their website. This is just their warranty information. And I hate these things there. Let's get that open. Now inside you have your battery, your GoPro battery. Like I said, it is a 1050 mAh 3.88 battery here. It's 3.7 volts and very small, very light. You have your charging and transfer cable. That is standard USB to micro USB. And you also have the 3-position articulating arm here. So this will enable you to rearrange your camera quite a bit and put it into some interesting, unique perspective. So also inside you have another GoPro foot. And you have your basic one flat and one rounded hot or cold shoe for your accessories here. They slide into these. One is sort of like for maybe say like a helmet, like if you were doing a biking. The other one is flat, so if you were doing a lot of skiing, you could maybe put one on one of your skis, or you know, the hood of your car, or wherever you want to do it. This is this uses 3M double-sided tape, so it's pretty sticky, and it works really, really well. So don't put this anywhere that you don't want it to stay permanently. Then you also get one last thing. You also get the this is the skeleton backing for your housing. It is not waterproof. It is basically made so that you can get a little bit better sound quality inside of the casing when you're not doing like high-speed sports or anything like that. So if you're going under 100 miles per hour, use this one so that you can get a little bit better sound into your camera if you're actually worried about recording sound. So you get that as an extra, and you get a few GoPro stickers down at the bottom, and that's pretty much it. But all in all, I got a chance to play with one of these last night. Like I said, I was extremely impressed. This will be my first GoPro personally. I have played around with them from friends and stuff like that, but this is my first, and I liked so much what I saw, not to mention the stunt with Red Bull and the guy literally jumping from the edge of space. I was pretty much sold on how beautiful this camera was. I'm actually going to incorporate some of this footage into some of my future projects. It's just too light. It's just amazingly light. It just has to be used, and I can think of several different things that this can be used for. I could see it maybe for some potential wedding videos, maybe engagement videos, using this to video record maybe some of the trees, maybe on the side of the car as the bride and groom are driving off. You know, all different kinds of you know, corny stuff like that. But this, for me, I believe is going to come in extremely handy for a lot of those B-roll footage shots that I need, and just don't feel comfortable hooking up my full, you know, 5-pound DSLR to the side of a car or on the hood of a car, or any other risque business that I may be doing it with. So if you guys have a little extra cash, go ahead and pick one of these up. I'm seriously surprised at how cheap they are. This is the silver edition. You can pick this up for $299.99. You can get the white edition for $100 less, and you can get the black edition for $100 more.